What's up, fam? What's going on, my two squads? So today we have another amazing Let's Talk About It show on a Sunday afternoon. Sunday, December 29th, y'all. The year is about to end. But I thank y'all for being here. We got 18 people in the house. Let me do a little shout out first before we get our guest in here really quick. I'm just going to take this off here. All right. Una Poca Locas in the house. If y'all didn't see my sister live today, y'all. Una was an amazing host on an amazing show today. She had upwards of 75 people in her live stream, y'all. That was a record for she was breaking records today. I'm so proud of Una. She is in her zone. Meaning she is in there. She loves cheese she loves the teas on the mukbang channels, but she does it in a very different approach. She's not negative towards individuals. She's not physically bantering on somebody. She's talking about just the right and wrong thing of what things are. She looks at it from a different perspective. She brings her spirituality into it. She brings God into it. So props to my sis Una Pokaloka, who had an amazing show tonight. If you, or this afternoon, if you guys missed that, make sure to check that video out. She had nearly 75, 77, almost 80 people in there, y'all. Those are record numbers for my sister. So proud of her. Shout out to my sis Una Poca Loca, even though she shaded me, y'all. She was like, Tooth, I wasn't sure when I first met you. I thought you was shady. I was like, ooh, is that how I came out as shady? I was just being competitive. But I love you, my sister. You know, I know. We gotta protect ourselves in the YT streets. And sometimes I may come out a little shady, but you know me, I'm a nice guy. As Una said, I'm a nice guy. So y'all have seen that the last 6 months. I've been a nice guy. All right, Una Poca Loca, Maria Cervantes, Dave Deadpool's in the house. We got a raid for my brother, Hermano Marcos Eats. Thanks for the amazing raid, Marcos. Thank you. Hermano Sean Williams is in the house. Listen Well is in the house. Thank you so much for coming on over from Marcos's channel. Laricia's in the house. What's going on, Laricia? How are you? John Loves to Cook is in the house. Of course, my brother Marcos Eats is in the house. I hope I don't miss anybody here. Saucy Senoritas, what's up, boo? If y'all missed Saucy Senoritas live last night, y'all, woo wee. She was having a good old time with her brother-in-laws and her husband. So hopefully y'all didn't miss that out. Hopefully she kept it live. Y'all could see that. That was fun times. John Loves to Cook is in the house. Janet Dunbar, how are you, sweetie? How you doing? Thank you for coming on by tonight. My sis, pretty as a peach, is in the house. What's going on, love? How you doing? Pretty as a peach. Tom Waldo is in the house. How are you, Tom? Welcome. Thanks so much for coming on in and hanging out with us on this live stream. Bonsai is in the house. Oh my gosh, I'm missing so many folks. Maria Cervantes, Bonsai Yama Review. My thing is going so fast. MRTV, what's going on, my love? MRTV. I can't wait till you. I can't wait till you get that package, MRTV, that we are sending out to you. Sincerely, Lucy is saying hello to everybody. Monty Breslin, hello, welcome. Naomi is in the house. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so behind in this chat. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Miss D is in the house. Mukbang and Things is in the house. What's going on? D, Listen Well is in the house. All right, so I don't want to miss out on anybody else that's come by. Want to make sure that we are shouting everybody out here that has come into to the show today. And y'all know I can't be on too long because guess who we playing today? Rita Cruz is in the house. What's up, Rita? Vicky's World is in the house too. What's going on, Vicky's World? Because you know tonight, y'all. Tonight is going to be the 49ers and them dang Stainhawks. I just got to throw it out there. Y'all don't see Jackie Huff on here, right? Okay, you don't see Lele and them here? Because they know the 49ers going to win today. I just want to kind of throw it out there. Let them know that the 49ers finna wrap it up and we about to stay number one on the West. Bastos Boys is in the house. What's going on, Bastos Boys? How are you, brothers? All right, so let's first and foremost, I want to say thank y'all for coming on by to the show. But second, I want to thank this particular guest because I've seen her in the YT streets in chats and I've seen her in live streams, and she has a gift, y'all. Like she is a people person, and so you know me, y'all. I walk into people's lives and I've been trying to get to know people. So there was one particular time that she went live, y'all. She was at Walmart, and she is that friendly type of persona where no one is a stranger. And so she smile at you, you smile back, a conversation ensues, right? That's just the personality that this person has. So I can't wait for y'all to see her. And so I'm looking at her, and she just has a natural knack of vibing with people. It don't matter who you are. She just has a natural knack of vibing with people. And I'm thinking to myself, she got to have a show. Like she got to have her own show where she goes out to like different stores and meets different strangers and have conversations with people and get their permission, obviously, to be on camera. But she just has a natural knack, y'all, of connecting with people, and that's what I fell in love with her. It's just that she's a nice individual. She presents herself, with professionalism. She knows how to get to know somebody pretty well, and you can tell that from just how good she is on camera, and how she's able to connect with people. And that was a live stream that she did. So I urge her to go out in the streets and meet people and talk. Maybe have a question of the day and go live and say, I have a question for the day. I'm going to ask 10 different people, see if they come on camera and see what their thoughts are. It could be anything. It could be anything about spirituality. It could be about life. It could be about anything that's important to her and important to her audience. But I just think she's going to blow up when she does that. Those are going to be I think that's going to be a catalyst for her to kind of lift her channel up. But there's another thing that y'all on her channel that I'm really, really proud about that I just saw the last couple days, and I'm going to let her to talk about it. But if you guys are ready to have our sis, Miss Sincerely A.Lucy, come on, hit that one for me so we can bring her on board. We got a couple more people that just walked in. Life of Riri in the house. What's going on, Life of Riri? Dining with Zion is in the house. And let's see, who else am I missing? Rams Clan for life. What's going on, fam? How are you guys doing? Jackie Hup. I was talking about them Stankhawks now, sis. I was talking about them Stankhawks. All right, the one is hit. Let's bring on our sis here, Miss Sincerely A.Lucy. There she goes, y'all.
Hi everyone, welcome. We're here.
We made it. We made
Hey,
it, Lucy.
yes. Hey everybody.
Now we were in a live stream together a couple weeks back, and it was great because we were in the Life of Riri's live stream, and I was asking them, "Hey, when y'all gonna come to my show?" And we were booking the show, and at the same time, I was like, "Lucy, when you gonna come on my show?" And so we booked both Life of Riri and Lucy that particular day. It was really exciting just to kind of fill my calendar up because I've been MIA on the calendar stuff, and so I'm so thankful for you volunteering your time to come onto the show, Miss Lucy. Thank you so much.
I'm honored and I'm welcome to be here. And I appreciate you so much for inviting me. And I was so thrilled. I was like, wait, yeah, sure, I'm ready. I'm ready for all of it. I love
You
to
ready for
talk.
all
I'm
of
ready.
it? So we have who else has just walked in here? I want to make sure I'm acknowledging the folks that just walked in. Jazz Plus Six is in the house. What's going on,
Hey,
fam?
Jazz.
All right,
Hey.
so everybody else who's just walked in, Maria Cervantes. All right, so I know that you guys are getting your
Thank
questions
you.
ready, but we're gonna get right into the heart of things. We're gonna get into Lucy really quick. Now, Lucy has mentioned she lives in the state of Alabama, and that's all I'm gonna say where
Yes.
she stay at. Um, and I know some of my folks are from Alabama, and I'm not sure if Beauty with T is in here yet, but I just wanted to connect y'all two off camera,
Okay.
y'all off the air, y'all can connect and possibly talk as well.
Okay. That's
Is my
fine.
mic on? Sounds like a webcam mic. Is it really? Let me see. Let me make sure, Rich, because I don't want it to be janky. If it's the wrong mic, oh, that is so funny. Rich was right. I have the
Was
wrong
it?
mic on. There. Is that better?
There it goes.
It sounds
Yes, I
better?
said that. Yes, I said
So
that.
maybe it was my mic. Rich, thanks for listening and checking that out. Now it sounds better, right?
Yes.
I couldn't tell. Of course, I couldn't tell because I have my headphones on. So it looks like my settings weren't right, and I usually check that right before I go live. So my settings were not right on the mic. So
Sounds perfect.
all right, sounds better. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate you for checking
Hmm.
that as well. Okay, sounds good. All right, cool. So you live in Alabama. You in the
Hmm.
dirty, dirty.
In the
Um,
dirty style.
in the dirty, dirty. Tell me about why. What was it about YouTube? What brought you on board?
Well, I began YouTube about actually 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, I used to watch I don't know if you guys know B Scott. He would call his subscribers love muffins. So back then, my children was always on YouTube listening to Soldier Boy. And I don't think it's Soldier. They used to watch Soldier Boy all the time on YouTube. So I was like, let me find something on here that I can watch, you know. So back then, I found B Scott, and I used to watch him all the time, all the time. And he was just being his regular self, you know. And he was like, "Hi, love muffins" and stuff. And I'm like, I feel like I know him. It was so personable. And I was like, I would talk to him while he was on his videos. And I'd be like, he can't hear me, but I would leave comments, whatever. And then he would respond back. And I was like, wow, this is really cool. You can get to know people, you know, through this virtual screen. So, through life, I've always done for my family, and I've never really done anything just for me, about me, without feeling guilty. So my daughter said to me, I went to college at a later age in life, and working and taking care of my family. My children got older, so I started having time that I had nothing to do. After work, it was just kind of like I had nothing to do, pretty much like I used to be. So my oldest daughter said, "Get back into YouTube. You love to talk, you love to engage, you love being on camera. You need to get back to YouTube." And I was like, "Nah, I feel bad because what if y'all need me, or what if I'm putting too much time in it?" And she was like, "We're old enough to do for ourselves. Do it." And when I got back to it, I was like, okay, I told my whole family, listen, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm going with it. We good. And they was like, go for it. No distractions. Whatever time you need, have at it. I told my husband, hey, it's a go. It's a go. And I love it. I love to engage and meet people and get to know new people and their background and why they are the way they are, you know, and motivate if I can, give my experiences on life, and, you know, just be naturally me. So YouTube is just kind of like my guilty pleasure.
The beautiful part about it is that you could see that. Like I said earlier, when you walk into that live, when I walked into that live stream for the first time, you were at Walmart, and it wasn't like you were intentionally trying to have conversations with people.
No,
It just so happened that you just said hello, and next thing you know, it was a nice conversation. And I was like, I like this girl. Like I like your personality. You weren't a snob. You were very nice. You were very
no.
cordial.
Yeah.
And we always talk about it's in God's timing. It was in God's timing for you to
Yeah.
have your channel at this particular moment. And all the
Yes.
things kind of collide when it needs to collide at that right particular moment.
Yes.
So one thing I want to acknowledge the fact that even your family recognize
Yeah.
that they support you 100% in
Yes.
this journey of yours,
Yes.
and just to have that backing kind of empowers you, to do
Yes.
well and to
Yes.
represent not only yourself but to the family itself.
Mm-hmm.
I always tell people when you have that strong foundation of a backing from people, it empowers
Yes.
you, it uplifts you to do the best that you can do. And so I
Yes.
want to acknowledge your family for doing that. But
Oh,
second,
thank you.
but second, I think when I say it's God's timing, you may not have been ready 3 years ago,
Right.
but now you are ready, and it
I'm
shows.
ready.
It's
I'm ready.
natural. It's There's nothing fake. There's nothing fake or
No.
phony about what
No.
you put on your shows or on your live
Yeah.
streams, on your videos.
Yeah.
You are who you are,
Yes.
and you don't apologize for it, and it's
No.
fun.
It's
It's extremely positive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. And even at times we all have our days. We're human, right? So even on those times that we may have our day, I may have a day I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. Then I just don't feel like I'll record. But there's times that I've had my days and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record, and I don't know who may be going through something similar to what I'm going through. So why fight it when I feel like, okay, I really want to do a video, and there may be someone that come in that I can help, or they can help
Yes.
me going through this thing. So even at that, I try to be as transparent as possible, but at the same time respectful of myself, my family,
Yes.
and still have dignity in what I do. You understand? Does that make sense?
Absolutely, absolutely. And you have to feel right. You can't just
Mm-hmm.
go half. You can't go half Lucy, and
Yeah.
expect people to be in love with you. You got to be full on out Lucy,
Right.
and whether they look at you positively or negatively, because we're gonna have some haters in the world.
Right. And if
You
you ain't
know,
got no haters, you ain't popping.
you ain't popping. You ain't doing nothing right.
You ain't doing it right. You need some haters. You need some trolls.
You got to
They
let them people do
remind
their work.
you, do your work. Keep pushing me a little further. I may need their energy that day to keep on going. Come through.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have to look at
Woo!
it from. We have.
Ooh,
Oh, you okay?
sorry.
Ooh, did that tornado
Okay.
come through? Did the tornado come through?
Aubrey's puppy came through. Ball told the puppy came through and grabbed the cord. I'm fine.
Oh.
The tornado's good.
Now being in, let me make sure I'm catching everybody that's in the chat. We have a number, we have a good 33 folks in the house, y'all. We haven't had
Hey,
30s in a
kiddo.
long time, so I appreciate y'all. Mini Me Diamond is in the house. Keto is in the house.
Hey,
Who else am I?
everyone.
Who else am I missing? Jackie Huff heard me when I said the 49ers finna win the West
Hey,
the
Claudia.
NFC
I,
West.
I'm
Let's
not
see.
cutting you off, Tooth. I'm just speaking to people. You
Yeah,
keep talking.
no
I'm just
problem.
speaking.
No problem. Do what you got to do, boo. Treasure sitting pretty is in the house. I'm just making sure I acknowledge all the folks that have walked in as well. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, Jasmine Williams is in the house. All right. All right. Question. Oh, we really got a question, boo. Hold on now.
You say Jasmine in the house?
Jasmine
That's,
Williams.
that's my niece.
It
Hi.
is.
I'm sorry. When you said that name, I was like, who? Okay.
Hey, Miss Jasmine Williams. Welcome. You seen your auntie on TV.
Hey, boo.
Maria Cervantes says, "What is your all-time favorite drink?" That's a good question to start off with. What is your all-time favorite drink?
So, my all time non alcoholic drink favorite is Milo's tea. And I love water. But my all time favorite alcoholic beverage is Sutter Home Moscato.
Ooh.
That's my boyfriend.
Oh, is that
When
your
I
boyfriend? How
told
many of those do
when
you take home?
when I one at a time. I told my husband, I said, I need my boyfriend tonight. He'd be like, get him before I get home.
I love that.
Let him get you ready before I get home. I'd be like, okay.
I
It's
love
just a
that.
joke.
I haven't had Moscato in a minute because of the sugar content. What am I kidding? You know, I'm eating all
Mm-hmm.
this other sugary stuff. But that was my first wine that I had that I can drink to the head. Like it was like, one little sip, you just have the whole bottle. I mean, it just
Yes.
Moscato is that kind of wine that you
Yes.
just go like.
Yes. Yes.
The other
Yes.
wines, like there's some red wines like a Merlot or a Cab that I will drink, and the
Mm-hmm.
first half glass, I'm like, why am I drinking this? But once
Mm-hmm.
I get to start to feel myself, I done drank the whole bottle too. So,
Yes. The last time I drank a red wine, I got pregnant with my
oh,
fourth child. That was all I drank was a red wine. I was stopped. I had stopped drinking alcohol so much. Like I was like, I'm gonna start drinking wine, and I went to drinking red wines. And that year I drank red wine like every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I was pregnant. And I was like, I told everyone in my family, I don't drink that anymore. I'm done with red wine.
you're like, I'm done. I'm not having no more kids.
No thanks to the red wine. I'm good. No thank you. Thank you, but no thank you.
What's good? Lick her good. Scorpio is in the house. Texas made food is in the house.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Hello,
welcome, welcome,
everyone.
fam. How are you guys? 35 folks in the house. 36. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, y'all. Hit that thumbs up. I don't know how many thumbs down we got because sometimes we get one, two, sometimes 11 when we do
Right?
these live streams. So let me ask you a couple more questions here.
Okay.
We've talked about, you've mentioned earlier 3 years that you've been kind of on the watching side. Now you're in the game.
Hmm.
Who are folks that you look up to that you say, you know what, I look up to these people because of this? Tell me a couple people that are your idols on YouTube right now.
Um, right now, I look up to, and this is just in all honesty, um, I look up to Tosh Time. And I look up to Tosh Time because when I came into YouTube, I kind of watched her channel, but I was just like, oh, she'll never know who I am, or she'll never, realize who I am, but I'm going to still support her and be, on her channel. And I'm very mindful of who I attach myself to because my grandmother always told me birds of a feather flock together. And you don't want to just be a part of anything, no matter how many or what someone has. You be mindful of the way that you carry yourself. Be organic and be true to yourself and never waver with that. So with Tosh, I just always respected the way that she carried herself, the way that she handled things, the way that she spoke, and the way that she moved on her channel. So she was always there for someone that was being picked on. She would always speak out, right? And me, younger, I was bullied, but I had six siblings and they shut that down, but I knew how that felt. And I remember going to her channel, and she was talking about this girl's being bullied, and she stepped up for the girl, and she told the entire story. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is why I've been watching her. I knew it was something about the way that she carried herself, how she was, her character as a person. From that, she was coming to my channel. And I remember I was having a live one night, and I went live, and the keto girl was there, Touch Time was there, and the View was there, and one more person was there. And this was during the time like I'm just, kind of mingling with people. And I remember she said, "I'm gonna be here until you end the live." And it just made me feel like, wow.
That is
I didn't
awesome.
even think that she would come to my channel, but she came that day and she stayed that day. So I look up to her and I respect her for just being organically her. And it's just a few others like Dinah with Zion. I look up to her. The Keto Girl, I look up to her. Virgo Queen T, I look up to her. Mukbang and Things, I look up to her. Jazz plus six, Pretty as a Peach. These are women that I can go to as if they live in my neighborhood. These
Right.
are women that I can reach out to good days or bad days. Or we if no matter what, it's beyond YouTube. You understand? And I love them just like I grew up with them. And that so this virtual thing that's in between us, this window that separates us, you can have a bond and never have met these people, but it feels like you've known them all your life. No drama, no, because I can't do drama or confusion. My niece Jasmine can tell you drama or confusion. I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna squash it, and I'm done. It's not gonna go on and on and on and day and day and day and day. I can't deal like that. I can't stay cute with drama and confusion. I can't. I just can't.
Two things I want to touch on. The first one is I've heard of Tosh Time, but I hadn't had the pleasure of watching her yet until last night. And when
Wow.
I had the opportunity to, and I heard it first from Mukbang Rebels, and we'll talk about that in just a second.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I was like, who is Tosh Time, and what is Mukbang Rebels? What is it that she put together that's empowering some of our mukbang community? So I was interested in going to her channel, and I started to watch her some of her stuff, and she happened to be live last night. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to touch upon the subject matter that she was talking about last night, but I can tell
Mm-hmm.
you the way that she moved in that live
Mm-hmm.
stream. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate her
Mm-hmm.
honesty. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate the way that she loves on people. I appreciate that she will defend the little person, wholeheartedly from the gut.
Yes.
I admire her strength just from watching her for an hour last
Mm-hmm.
night. You can
Mm-hmm.
tell she is of good character,
Mm-hmm.
and so I fell in love with her. I subscribed to her last night because of two
Yes.
things. One, the Mukbang Rebels, and this one. But I'm going to touch on
Mm-hmm.
the second part that I wanted to mention was when you said that just beyond this little screen here, those human
Yeah.
connections that we make with people, oftentimes
Mm-hmm.
they go past the physical meeting of someone. It's a spiritual
Yes.
meeting that you meet these people on, right? There's a
Yes.
spiritual movement, there's a spiritual connection you make with people on
Mm-hmm.
this little screen that we have. They are
Mm-hmm.
sisterhoods, they are brotherhoods that
Yes.
you make,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you can't take that away. The
Mm-hmm.
beauty about those relationships is that they're very honest and
Mm-hmm.
genuine, and they will pick up an IG phone call
Yeah.
or respond to an IG phone call pretty
Yes.
fast from us, right?
Yes.
Faster
Yes.
than some of our family members do.
Yes.
Some of our family members are like, oh, Angelo calling, I ain't picking that up. But if I were to call Marcos Eats, for example, and he may
Yeah.
be at work, he'll call me back, right away. Or MRTV for me, Una Poca Loca, those folks that are very
Yeah.
part of my little inner circle that I appreciate and that I love and have been there for me
Mm-hmm.
as well. So just so to hear you say that there is some genuine
Yes.
connections that we make on these
Yes.
YouTube streets, and that sisterhood, that brotherhood, those relationships you
Yes.
make are real. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you're having that positivity that's going on within what we do. The
Yeah.
other thing that I wanted to mention, the third thing that we're going to move on to the next conversation is tell
Okay.
me more about this Mukbang Rebels thing, because I just saw that your name was attached to it. I was like, this is
Yes.
perfect. We're gonna have Lucy be the spokesperson on this and have us talk about that. But before we do that, let me make sure I am saying hello to folks that are just walked into the house. I don't want to miss out on folks.
And I'll
Chino
get me a sip of
Carrillo,
water.
Yeah, no problem. Chino Carrillo is in the house. Claudia is in the house. What's going on? Treasure Sitting Pretty is in the house. Um, yeah, y'all, you getting y'all shout outs from my sister or her. Come on now.
Hey.
Um, she gonna keep it real and keep it 100. G Rob's in the house with brother
Yes.
G Rob. What is happening? Yeah, the Raiders got a loss. I know. I know. Jay Dunn is in the house. What's going on? Lucia is in the house. What's going on, fam? Rico Bizarre Foods is in the house. Thank you, Rico, for coming on by. Simper X is in the house. Let's see here if I don't miss anybody else. All right. So, question is, tell me more about this mukbang rebels, and where did it start? How did it come by? And what are the goals of the mukbang rebels?
Okay. So thank you, first of all. This is a great question. I appreciate it. Now, too, I do call you Tooth the Truth, right? Before we get to that, I just want to say, I call you
Yeah.
Tooth the Truth.
Come on now.
And I call you Tooth the Truth because you always just straight up. You're going to always just say it no matter what. You just going to say it respectfully, or you just going to say it, however. So if I say Tooth the Truth, not the missing tooth mukbanger, I don't want to
No,
be.
that I'm not offended by that at all. Y'all call me whatever y'all want to call me. Missing tooth. Just don't call me. You can call me heifers, bitches, hoes, whatever you want to do.
But don't
As long as
disrespect my
as
name.
long as it's in a loving way, I don't give a hell.
Okay. I just wanted to, I should have said that off, but okay. I just wanted to say that to you. But here I go. Let me slow down. Excited. I'm excited because this is such an amazing group. So the group came about by Touch Time. Touch Time said she was working on some things that she wanted to do that were healthy and positive this coming year. So I didn't know, I had no clue that she was adding me to this, right? Let me tell y'all again,
Wow.
when God places something in you to do something, don't feel like that person may not ever get to know you. Don't ever feel like that person may never work with you. Don't ever feel like that person may not even come to your channel. I'm telling y'all, when I came back to YouTube and I started watching YouTube, and I said, I'm going to be mindful of the people that I even want to look up to, work with, or be a part of. I'm not going to just waver with any and everyone. But Tosh Time was one of the first people. And I was just like, I love this girl. I'll never get to, work with her or anything. I just never thought. So she put together the Mukbang Rebels. It's a group with women at the point, at the very moment, but I think some guys are coming in. It's open to anyone that wants to start a healthy eating habit, or lose weight. Or so what we do is we do a healthy meal. Tasha sends out a group list of meals. I think our list now is from now until February. We fix that meal however you want, whether it's baked chicken, like say for instance, if it's chicken and a salad, everyone can make their chicken however they want healthy, and their salad however they want healthy. If it's a fish and a salad, you make whatever fish you want healthy and whatever salad you want healthy. And then we record it and we post it, and we load it every Saturday, 6 Pacific time, 8 Central time on your channel. And what it is just, starting to be mindful of eating healthy. So a lot of times I just eat whatever and however, whether it's healthy or not, but it just made me more conscious to eat healthier and make it a conscious decision to feed my family something healthy on a consistent basis, not just randomly.
And I think it's working because there's a whole network of different people on there, and the ones I know
Yes.
are Mrs. Newton's Big Family Big Noise. I know Mrs. Parchman's World. I know you. Who else is on that list?
Okay, so these are some amazing women that are also on there. The Quiche TV, Sister Fee Tyson,
Oh yeah, Sister
Leilani's,
Fifi's on there. Yes. Okay.
yes, Leilani's Kitchen, I Love Lisa, Michelle Show. This is a tongue tire, y'all, and I have braces and I have my rubber bands on. Bear with me with this name. Here it comes. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for it? The name is Seashells. I had to say it slow.
Seashells.
Seashells. If I say it fast, I say seashells. You see why I had to slow it down? So it's
Yeah. I'm just writing these
C.
creators down because I definitely want to support them.
It's SEESHELLZ. And then you have Miss Newton's Big Family, Big Noise.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Mia, Mommy of Three.
Yeah, I know me a mommy of three too.
Uh-huh. Then we have Tracy, She's So Crazy. Um, yeah, that was it. I think I said Eats with Fifi. And of
Yes.
course, Tosh Time. Thank you so much, Tosh Time.
That's amazing. And that's a great way to empower our community. I think oftentimes, like I mentioned in my pre show when we were having a conversation about this, is
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes we'll record because, hey, that's a trending thing. But what we
Mm-hmm.
need to start to trend is our own health, right? We need to start to look
Mm-hmm.
at ourselves internally and say, am I really eating healthy for myself and for my lifetime, for my lifestyle that I need to change? So for me, it
Yes.
kind of rang true as in beginning the process of being mindful of what I put into my body. Y'all, I'm diabetic. Y'all know I got high blood pressure. So
Mm-hmm.
those kind of things I need to be responsible for. Ain't no one else going to be responsible for that except for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have to find a way to be able to be accountable to my own health,
Yeah.
at the same time, still trying to get
Yeah.
the clicks and views that your brother needs to be able to be,
Right.
successful. But there's
Mm-hmm.
ways that you can do that.
Yes.
You don't eat bad stuff every single day. You stick it
Yes.
to one day. That's your cheat day. You film 3 or 4 videos on that particular day, and
Yeah.
you back to your lifestyle, your regular lifestyle. I've seen people do that.
Yes.
They've been very, very successful at that. So I got to
Yes.
train myself in 2020 that we gonna make some changes, to
Yes.
make sure that we are living a healthier type of lifestyle. And I think
Yes.
that approach that Tosh Time has put together is
Yes.
put a group of soldiers together to be
Mm-hmm.
able to promote that. And it's not just for y'all, it's for everyone else y'all touch. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
And you're
Yes.
not telling people they're bad. You're not saying, hey,
No.
y'all bad, don't do that. What you're saying
No.
is we're going to put a positive spin and a positive approach to it.
Yes.
Everyone's going to be responsible. The watcher is going to be
Mm-hmm.
responsible whether or not they take it or not. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
just having the thought of having sister circle soldiers that are there pushing something that's
Mm-hmm.
so positive within our mukbang community, I'm inspired, to take accountability
Yes.
for my own life. So I can tell you all, if y'all don't know about that, please make sure to check that out. Let me make sure I don't miss out on Dining with Zion. What she said, Lucy, you have an amazing spirit. I appreciate you, sis. Keep shining and grinding. Never stop being you. I love you. Isn't that amazing? We got some amazing folks that support you, Miss Lucy.
Thank you
People
so much.
love.
I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm trying to see the comments, but there was a little lightning hit right there. But I'm trying to focus on that.
There was lightning.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh Lord Jesus, are we still on that warning, that tornado
We
warning in
good.
Alabama?
We good. Thank y'all so much, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. Whether you're from my channel or Tooth channel, I look at it as a family, a bond, and supporting each other. Because it's about unity, and in order to grow, you have to have something planted, and you have to also feed it and water it.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
with growth, it comes a lot of changes and it comes some uncomfortable things. But at the same time, you have to keep on going. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys on here for the both of us, not just for me, it's for both of us.
Yeah, I totally appreciate it as well. Let me make sure I don't miss out on Rico Bazaar Foods. Helen Callie is in the house. How you doing, Helen? How are you doing, my
Hey,
love?
hey
Rick Rock
everyone.
Foodie, my brother, is in the house. All my foodie fam up in here. Tasty
Hello.
Mafia is in the house. Yes,
Hi.
not that's Tasty Mafia, not Tasty Mukbang, y'all. That's Tasty Mafia, my sis. There's a lot of things going on in these YouTube streets. Tasty Mafia is certainly not Tasty Mukbangs. Who else am I missing here? I need to take my ass back to the gym.
I just saw
See,
that.
y'all, I need to get my
Just
ass
saw
up in
that.
the gym. I need to get. I need to go get me a little $200 treadmill or something, or get my tail back to the gym. Is what
Yeah,
I
because you
need
can
to
work
do.
out at home.
Yeah, y'all. We could certainly work on at home. Listen to somebody on a live stream. I could listen to
Yeah.
Lucy, put my headphones
Yeah.
on, and get on the treadmill for an hour. Come on
Because
now, can you do that?
I will talk you
You know
down
what I
to
mean?
10
I can have
pounds
the
in a
TV
day.
posted up. I can have my y'all. If I get a refund check, I'm gonna get me something.
You got it. We sending money your way. It's coming. It's coming. We claiming it. 2020 ain't nothing stopping us. It's
If we
coming.
get that refund check,
We
we
speaking
gonna get
cans
some.
and not can'ts. It's
Right.
coming.
I
I
gotta
can
sell
do
my
it.
aluminum. I gotta sell my aluminum cans first. Let me get my aluminum cans going.
You got it.
Uh, I'm in and out cooking dinner, but still listening here, Lucy and Tooth. Thank you,
Thank
Lucy. Hey,
you.
Jazz.
Thanks, Jazz.
Thank you, Jazz. Who else
Thanks,
am I missing here?
Jazz. G
Tooth Stream is
Rob,
popping. We are popping tonight, y'all.
Donnie,
I know y'all showing love to Lucy. If
Peach,
y'all have not checked out Miss
Jackie.
Lucy yet, check in the description page because on that you'll see that she is her link is to her website or to the YouTube channel is there, guys. If you not check that out, Nightbot is also look at that. Nightbot is also
No,
doing
not.
his job and doing what he got to do. Miss Parchman's World in the house. Mukbang
Hey, Miss Parchment's
Rebels.
World. Hey, Miss Parchment's
Miss
World.
Parchman's World, how you
Mukbang
doing, my love?
Rebels.
That's right. What a positive approach to bringing some YouTube creators together. That's amazing. I love that.
Yes.
Lots of love in
Yes.
this house. We got lots of love in this house.
Yes.
33
Thank
people.
you, everyone. Thank you. Blessings to each and every one of you.
Now, with that being said, we're talking about food. Um,
Mm-hmm.
let me ask you this: if you were to walk into your kitchen right now, and you're gonna tell me, and Tooth, Angela, whatever you're gonna call me, heifer, hoe, whatever, I'm gonna cook you. Come on into the house. I'm gonna cook you something. What would you throw down? What is something you would throw down in the kitchen for me to say, I'm putting my mark on this damn dish because my name is Lucy. I'm gonna put my foot in it, and I'm gonna show Missing Tooth what the kitchen is all about. You know what I mean? You're gonna invite me to your
Yeah.
table, and you're gonna feed me
Mm-hmm.
something that's like, I'm gonna walk out of there and say, damn, I'm living in Lucy house. You know what I mean? What would you cook for me?
Oh my goodness. What would I cook for you? I would cook you some roast. I'm gonna cook you everything that my family's favorite is that my family's favorite. I'm gonna make you a meal out of it. Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna cook you a roast.
Mm.
I'm gonna cook you some collard greens.
Mm.
I'm gonna cook you some cornbread.
Yes,
I'm gonna
ma'am.
cook you some macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna cook you some yams, and I cannot do desserts. I do not know how to cook desserts. I do not eat desserts. I'm not a fan of desserts. My family knows if they want sweets, they're on their own. I don't even buy desserts like cakes and stuff from the store. I just don't. I got to do better about that, but you'll be on your own about the sweets. I'm sorry. But I would also fix you some of my pasta salad because
Mm.
from church to home to co-workers to neighbors to my nieces, my nephews. My nephew came here from California for Christmas and he said, "Hey T, you put some pasta salad in a bowl so I can just eat on the road." I don't know what it is about it. And it's not a hot pasta, it's a cold pasta.
Yeah.
And they anywhere I go, if the family has something, I can say, I'm not gonna make it, I don't feel good. They said, send it by the children. But I would make you that. That will be your
Mm.
meal. The roast is my son's
And
favorite.
how many nights I'm gonna
Green,
stay? Because that's a lot of food for a brother to eat. I'll be staying about 4 nights.
bring your bags. You welcome. Because guess what? If my niece is on here, she could tell you, I don't only cook one meal a day. I cook all day long sometimes. And I'll have
Wow.
them up to 3 o'clock in the morning. And I love to cook and I love to feed people. I feel that you can make so many people happy by feeding them. I get happy by watching my family eat. It makes me full by sitting there watching them eat and enjoying the food. And I've
You
always been that way.
you remind me of my mom. My mom is the same way. When we were growing up, she would feed each and every person that walked up into the house. I mean, she could be
Mm-hmm.
in her night clothes. You feel me? Like at
Mm-hmm.
9 o'clock at night, my friends
Mm-hmm.
and I come from, we were 18 at the time, so we'd come into the house
Mm-hmm.
and it'd be maybe five of us at 9 o'clock at night. She'd get up in her night clothes and
Mm-hmm.
get to cooking. Like she was like, "Are y'all hungry?" And they're like, "Of course, my friends is greedy.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, yeah, we hungry." And next thing you know, we got some fried chicken, we got some rice, we
Yeah.
got some spam and eggs. We got.
Yeah.
She gets up in the kitchen and cooks, but she loves that. She loves to be able to
Yes.
do that. If she knows people are coming
Mm-hmm.
over, she will have
Mm-hmm.
food. She will prepare food. She'll get up to prepare food.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
always been her loving style. That's the way she
Yes.
showed her love and appreciation for people. So that really
Her
rang
love
true to me.
language.
Yeah, that's my mama, y'all. That's what my mama do, and that's why I
I'll
ain't
sit and
skinny,
just look
y'all.
at them like this. And they be looking at me like mama. And even to this day, they're like, are you gonna eat? And I'm like, just eat, baby. Go ahead. Tell me what's
Oh,
going on. And they'll just be eating. My son, he'd be like, Mama, stop looking at me, fix something. And I'm like, you eat, baby. Tell me you all right, everything
that
good.
is so endearing. That is so endearing to know that you're gaining that love from them, eating your food because you put your
Mm-hmm.
love in your food, right? I
Yes,
don't want to miss
yes.
out on Miss Carter's eat. She in the house, y'all. She's saying
Hey,
Lucy.
Carters,
JV
welcome.
Lapla is in the house. My
Welcome,
sister
JV.
JV.
Welcome,
Hello, hello,
everyone.
hello. Let me see. I'm not missing
Hi.
out on. Oh my gosh, I'm missing this chat, y'all.
We missed in the
Uh,
chat. We're
hey
so
Tracy, please.
engaging.
I know I don't want to miss out on the chat. Mac and
Take the
cheese.
food
These
home.
dining with Zansha. These Twinkies ain't coming with me in 2020. Yeah, they better not. Keep letting that beautiful spirit shine through from Vicky's world.
Thank
This
you.
YT world. Yes, absolutely. I totally agree. I'm hungry now.
Thank
Me too,
you.
girl. She got me hungry, and y'all. I just filmed a Be Love Sauce and Tamales video. I'm gonna drop it tonight, y'all. It's gonna be a good
Oh,
video.
yes.
I need a plate of all of that. Carter, I'm really not. I'm not completely here trying to be though. Mukbang, thanks. G Rob, all right, YouTube fam, gotta head out. Have a happy Sunday evening, y'all. Stay blessed. Thank you, G Rob, for
Thank
coming
you.
on by, Mr. Robles. Thanks so much, so much. Yes, that sounds
Thank you,
scrumptious, don't it?
everyone.
Una. Girl, she gonna have me to fly to Alabama real
Come
fast so I
on.
can stay 4 days. You know what I'm saying? I'll be
I
staying
can
at
whip up.
I'll be
Go
staying
ahead.
at Lucy's house, and I'm stay at Tawana's house.
Yes. Look, I can whip up a meal. Like, I've been cooking since I was like 9 years old. I can whip up a meal so fast. Like, it happens fast. I'm good at it.
I'm just kind of reading through the chat here, but I wanted to ask you this
Yes.
question: Is you mentioned earlier about siblings, and you have a whole set of siblings. Where do you fall in that sibling line?
Okay. It's seven of us. It's two boys and five girls. I am the sixth of seven children. I'm
Second
the
to the
knee
youngest.
baby. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And in between that baby and the sister that's older than me, it's just a big deal.
Why? Are y'all
The
like the
baby,
the Three Musketeers?
we are, and I'm in the middle. Sometimes I just have to step out of it and I'm like, y'all do it. Y'all figure it out. I don't know. I'm out the way. Like, I'm always in the middle of it. Like, y'all figure it out. It's okay. Okay, but she said, okay, but I'm not talking to her. You tell her. And it's just like, oh my God, I'm not on three-way anymore. I'm out. Because I always want to just be like, don't worry about it. It's okay. Like, we get along pretty much, like, for the most part, but
Mm-hmm.
everyone have their sibling times, and
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, with me with my siblings, they know I'm a kind of a yes no, this is or that's not. You know what I'm saying? Or we can
Right.
come to a compromise, but I'm not gonna go on and on about something. If it's a disagreement, I'm gonna say, hey, well, I disagree with you. Well, we can agree to disagree. But we're gonna move forward and give me a hug. You hungry? You want to eat something? I could be at their
They
house and I'm like, well, let's cook something. Cut on the
bring you back.
radio.
Bring you back to the food, bring you back to dancing, bring it about back to fun.
Yes.
That's the one thing about
Yes.
having siblings is you can't be mad at siblings too long.
No.
Y'all been with each other all y'all lives, and you gonna have each other for
Yes.
the rest of your lives, and you just can't shut each other out.
Yes. Yeah.
Shan McLove,
No.
I only have one brother, y'all, but I have plenty of cousins, and we're almost like siblings.
Really?
But yeah, I have one younger brother. And if y'all saw the video that he did, the missing tooth bonger brother, he did a video of me being the missing tooth mukbanger. It's on there.
Oh,
I
I gotta
posted about a
find it.
month ago. He
Oh, I
is
gotta
off the
find
hook.
it.
Yeah, he is off the hook, y'all. He is funny.
Oh
So
goodness.
Shan is in the house. My
Hey.
grandma used to look at me. I'll turn my back and just go ham. My grandma used to laugh all the time. What you got going on in 2020? Any surprises? I might have some surprises, y'all. I might have some
Hmm.
surprises now, brother. Come
Great
on now. Tooth, she gonna
question.
have share you out again. What? She gonna have you share you
What?
out again? What is you talking about? J Dog is in the house. What's going on, J Dog?
Hey, J Dog.
Let's see. Anyone else has come in? All right, I'm not missing out anyone else. So I have another question. So you have seven siblings. If
Yes.
you can take one sibling out of your
Oh.
other siblings, there are seven of you, right? So you got to take only one sibling, and you're gonna
Oh.
take this sibling for a 1 week trip to anywhere in the world,
Oh, none of them.
and you're gonna take them to a particular country, and you're gonna mukbang for the whole week with your sibling.
Mm-hmm.
Who, first of all, who is the sibling you're gonna take and why? And two, which country and food would you enjoy for 7 whole days?
Okay, let me see. I'm trying to, you know what? I'd take my oldest brother. His name is Eddie. I'd take him because he hasn't seen any parts of the world or the city. He's been
Mm-hmm.
paralyzed for the past 23 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves he loves to know, to me he's the smartest person that I know. I can call him and ask him about anything. So no matter where we went, he would know about it. He would get us around. He's very smart to me. He's like a genius to me. And I would want to take him just so that he could be able to see the world.
Yeah.
And I knew that I would be safe because he would protect me. And I
Yeah.
also know that he loves to eat more than me. Growing up, my mom would fix his plate and my plate together, and we'd sit there and be like, "Who's gonna finish?" And I'm like, "I'm gonna finish, and I'm gonna get another plate." And it would be like 3 or 4 pieces of chicken, a bowl of beans and greens, and 2 and 3 pieces of cornbread. And I sit there and I'd be like, "I got you," and we'd eat and we'd like compete. I don't know why I'm
Yeah.
a little girl competing with a teenage boy, but I'd take him because he loves food just as much as I do. And I would want to go to Italy because I love Italian food. That's my favorite.
Mm.
But he loves karate, and he always liked, what's the name? What's that guy name? He back in the day, the karate guy.
Oh, Bruce Lee.
Oh, he loves Bruce Lee. So I would like to take him to where Bruce Lee is from. Japan. Where's
No,
Bruce
he's
Lee
from
from?
China.
She's from China. I would like to take my brother to China. I'd want to go to Italy, but I would not go, push that aside, and I would take him to China.
That'll be amazing.
That would be
And it,
why.
it it says a lot about how you thought the thought process of your siblings. And you said someone who has not seen the world is who you gonna bring.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
shows a lot about your sharing character. And I ask that all the time. I ask I haven't asked yet who would you bring. I've always asked where would you go, right?
Yeah.
Now the thought process of thinking about who you're gonna bring because you have multiple siblings,
Yes.
um, that was a very heartfelt answer when you said he has not seen the world and you're gonna bring him. Girl, don't have me to
Mm-hmm.
cry. Don't have me to cry because it just shows that you give an opportunity to as many of your siblings as you can, but this is the one you want to give the opportunity to. You know what I'm saying? Like that shows so much character and love, girl. Shoot, don't have me to cry over
Yeah.
here.
Because right now he's really fighting for his life. And he's been this way for 23 years
Yeah,
and he has never complained. His wife sent him home to my mom when it happened to him, and my mom has taken care of him every single day. And she refused to put him in a home. They told her, put him in a home and live your life. And she said, that's not an option for me. This is
right,
my child. And even sometimes I go see him and he'd say, I just want to see what the park looked like. I just want to see like the things that we take for granted,
yeah,
the minor things that we take for granted. He said, I wish I could just drive through the drive through one day. Sometimes I dream about when I make it, the things I want to do for him. I said, Mom, I'm gonna get a van and have him good it out, and he'll be able to wheel in there, and you can drive him around. Just to see places and take your time the entire day and order food. Like I want to be in a passenger seat for the food, and just
right,
order food from different places. Take him, it's places here in our state that he just hears about from TV, and he's like, I want to. I hadn't seen that for 20 years. And I'm like, and I pass by it almost every day and don't even look that way, you know?
right. And he
So
wants to enjoy it.
he wants to simply just enjoy it.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that.
So
I love
that's
that.
why I take him.
I don't want to miss out on some of the beautiful comments that people are saying. They're saying that you were awesome. Rich did say that
Oh,
Bruce
thank you.
Bruce Lee is buried in Seattle. Just FYI, I
Okay.
didn't know that. I did not know he was buried in Seattle.
Oh,
Hey Trina
wow.
Lopez, how are you? Her
Hi,
heart is
everyone.
her heart is big. Dee says it
Oh,
really does. This is a testament of her character. Yes. Sky watcher footage is in the house. What's going on, Sky? How are you, Lucy?
hi.
A question for you,
Hi.
Lucy, is what is your goal for next year in 2020?
2020, my goal is to um, do more for me. My goal is to know that it's okay to be selfish, to do things for me and not feel bad about it. And when I say selfish, I don't mean, you know, selfish can be a negative connotation, but I mean
Yeah.
to not just do things for everyone else and forget about me. That's just how I've always been. I felt like as long as everyone else is happy, I'll find my happiness somewhere on down the line. No. And
Yes.
I told my family that at the table of Christmas, I said, listen, everyone, here's a heads up. I got to do things for me. And they are like, why? We've been telling you that you wasn't listening. So 2020, I'm going to do more things for me. I'm going to travel more. I told my husband we have to go on more dates. We've got to, go and see more states and do things. We just
Mm-hmm.
have to live. And, that's just what I want to do. And I have some things coming up. I don't want to talk too fast. I don't want to say it, but I have some
Nah.
amazing things going on. Like I really
Yeah.
do. I do. And even people that reach out to me, I pray and I always ask God to send me who He has for me, no matter what. And even with this, the way it happened, I prayed about it and I said, okay, even today, I was just like, God, if it's your will, let it be your way, and I moved forward with it. So there are a lot of things that has come my way that people that don't have no idea that I prayed for it. And it's coming, and y'all are going to be a part
Oh
of
my
it.
God. You know what? I'm so excited. I could
It's
tell just from the twinkle
coming.
in your eye how exciting it is.
It's
And for that to
coming.
translate into your YouTube life, I'm just excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for it because look at her
Mm-hmm.
twinkle in her eye, y'all, when she was saying that. I was watching her like she got some stuff up her sleeve, but obviously it's some good stuff, y'all. So
It's some good stuff.
when you're blessed, and you can't be,
Yes.
ungrateful for those kind of blessings that come. And sometimes we don't even realize the
Yeah.
blessings that come to us. We take things for granted. And something that Una said earlier, that was very intriguing to me. Yes, we do take a lot of things for granted. We do.
Mm-hmm.
And the next person oftentimes may not be able to get what oftentimes we just blindly don't take a look at.
Right.
So I'm excited for you too. Maria says she is excited for you.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Maria. I'm excited. It's some amazing thing, like really. They just happen in the time and that, like you said earlier too, it happened in the time and that God needed to happen, not when I wanted it to happen.
Right, right.
And even with this YouTube thing, sometimes I hear people like, my numbers, my numbers, my numbers. Don't focus on those numbers. Let things happen. Don't look at those numbers. Don't get distracted. If you are looking on the left and the right and behind you, you can't focus on what's in front of you.
And ahead of you, yeah.
Just stay focused and
Hmm.
enjoy. Have fun with this thing. Listen, if you're going to look at the numbers and you're going to be anxious all the time, whatever, you're not going to have fun.
No,
You
you're
want to
not.
have fun. You want to create the content because it's fun. And hey, if you have a faux pas, sometimes I was like, let the thing roll. Somebody going to find it hilarious somewhere. Let it go. Don't beat yourself up so much about it. We need to laugh a lot. So if you have something that you feel like I'm not going to be laughed at, it's okay. It's all right.
It's all right. You have to also
It's
be
all right.
yourself, right?
It's all right. It's
You
okay.
have to be yourself.
It's
There's nothing else but you.
yeah.
It's YouTube, right? So you got to
That's a
portray
good
who
one.
you are, right?
Yes,
Someone
yes,
said that the other
yes.
day. I think it was Tasty Mafia that
YouTube.
said, it's you, it's YouTube, it's your tube. So,
Yes, yes.
act the way you got to act. I mean, be who you
Right.
got to be. Um,
Yes.
so I got to
Yes.
tell you, for someone who has come back and kind of restarted, you are such a breath of fresh air, because a lot of us who have kind of been in the game for a minute are feeling frustrated. There's some of us are like knocking on the door of review, and
Yeah.
we start to push things. We start to do things that are out of character because
Yeah.
we want that 4K. And it's like
Yeah.
you remind me to step back and just go with the flow. Don't pressure
Yes.
yourself. Don't do things that are out of
Yes.
your character.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do things that are outside of what you're
Who you
comfortable
are.
doing,
Yes.
because it's not going to look good and people are going to notice that.
They
So
gonna notice
uh,
it.
they gonna
Mm-hmm.
know. So
They
you
gonna
just
know.
got to kind of step back and just grow naturally
Yes.
out of this
Yes.
whole process, and appreciate
Mm-hmm.
every move that happens within this process, even the ones that
Mm-hmm.
we think are bad.
Yes.
All of those things are blessings to the platform that we put out
Mm-hmm.
here. So let me not miss
Mm-hmm.
out on a couple other things that people are saying here.
It's
Rich
hot.
says numbers can be fun too sometimes. I love the way Rich, if you
He's the
guys don't
math
know,
guy.
yeah, he is the analytics guy. He hates the work. He
Uh-huh.
hates the stuff, but he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
And oftentimes we get hung up on the analytics, but we have to look at analytics a
Yeah.
little bit more deeply. And
Yeah.
it's not just here's my watch hours, here are my views. You also
Yeah.
have to look from a business perspective and say, what is the quality of my video and how is it doing?
Mm-hmm.
Are people
Right.
staying throughout the whole video? Where do they fall off on
Yes.
my video? Do they fall off
Right.
after a minute? Do they fall
Yeah.
after 5 minutes? What is the
Yes.
quality of the impression? Is it clickable impression that's going to take them? Is traffic going to be driven through my thumbnail? So he's very technical that way. I love this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he's taught me so much when he does his Tech Tuesdays. He hasn't done a Tech Tuesday in a minute. But if you
Yeah.
guys have not been to one of his Tech Tuesdays, he really digs into the analytics, not just for the watched hour or not just for the view, guys. He
Yeah.
goes into the technical stuff that's very important
Yeah.
to the quality of our channel, the
Yeah.
quality of what we put out there. Remember, it is a business,
It is
but
a
you also have to
business.
put you have to put your personal spin into it too, as
Yeah.
well.
I knew
Maria
he was
says
a
she's.
tech guy when he said that. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
computer science major, and I was like, he sounds like someone that likes math.
He loves the numbers. I
Yeah.
started my channel to make people smile, and the rest of the way, I'm leaving it in God's hands. That's amazing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
D says, I met Lucy when I came first on YT and we connected instantly. I was just drawn to her. She's always exudes a regal essence. She's a class act,
Oh,
the real deal. I love you. Love you, Lucy. Does she
I love
does.
you. Okay, okay, okay. Okay,
Now another
okay.
one that has a way with words is Ms. D. She certainly has a way to empower people
Okay.
with
Thank you
those
so
amazing words. I mean,
much.
just the word exudes regal essence. Doesn't that cut
Yes.
you above the rest? Like
Yes.
the words just empower you, uplift you. I love D.
Yes.
When she those words are so true to her heart. That comes straight from her heart.
I
Um,
remember when we connected. I remember when we did. And I could tell she was new. And I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be connected. We're gonna be together a long time. And then she made a video and shouted me out. And I was like, oh my goodness, hey, oh my gosh, hi. And it was like the second time I had seen her, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh, okay, I appreciate it."
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
just the people, the souls that you meet on YouTube, it's just amazing.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
blessings are coming and we are blessed to be living. So live your life like it's your last day in the moment. That's the other thing is that living in the
Yes,
moment thing is so important to each and every one of us. We have to really be
yes,
able to look at the moment.
yeah.
Love's gonna get go feed the family. Much love to everyone. Thank you,
Hey, Miss
Una.
Newton. See you, Una. Thank you.
Mukbang says go read my comment. You know I read your comment, boo. Because the other day she was like, Tooth, you skipped on my comment, so I didn't skip on that comment. What's up, T
Love
and Sharinda
you.
TV? What's going on, fam? How you doing, fam?
Hey,
Welcome,
thank
welcome,
you,
welcome.
everyone.
Make sure you guys are connecting with each other here as well.
Yes,
Hold up, gotta day this first. I agree. That's what I had to start doing. Yes, you do gotta just keep on going. Uno's
yes.
saying, gotta say this
I know
before I go. I
mukbang.
agree. You would have to enjoy where we are on the way to where we are going. Yes, you have to enjoy where you are on
Mm-hmm.
the way to where you're going. There's no way that you can't um, give gratitude to the moment because if you don't give
Yes,
gratitude to the moment, you'll never give gratitude to what comes ahead.
yes,
Give gratitude to what you have now. Um,
yes.
my girl Carter's Eat says, all right. And that's straight from my heart, not just words. I know it is.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we know it is, boo.
Yes, we do.
But it's the
Yes.
way that you put those words together from your heart that,
Yeah.
just really embraces my soul. That's what I meant when
Yes.
I said that.
She
Okay.
almost, she almost made me tear up. I've been fighting it from the one I answered from my brother, and I'm mukbang. I'm like, okay, I got this. I
You
got
not
this.
going to
Cause
go there.
once I tear, it's just like, you know what? She just left the front of her. She ain't stopped crying yet. I
Yeah.
just go. It's hard to stop the tears because I'm like, you know how the children
I'm,
are crying and then they can't stop. They're like, and you're like, shut
yeah.
up, shut up. And they're like, that's me. I had to get those out. Like,
I'm a big old crybaby. I'm very in touch with my emotions. Y'all don't understand, and when it can be just one word, y'all, and I'm gone.
you gone. Oh my
But
goodness.
I'm not saying I'm not. It could be one word someone telling me, and it's from the heart. And all I can feel is that it's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Um, Keitha is in the house.
Hey,
What's going on,
Keitha.
Keitha?
I was
D is
calling
in.
Keitha Keith, and I had to apologize to her. I was like, I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hey,
Tooth and
Keitha.
Lucy, I love y'all, but I have to go. From D, she has to leave.
See
No
you,
problem,
D.
sis.
Thank you.
Thank you
Love
so much for coming
you.
on in. And speaking of Alabama, Miss
Who is
Beauty
it?
with T just walked up in the house,
Miss
y'all.
Bitter
So
with T. Let me add her right now.
You better add Miss Beauty with T because we got some
I'm going right
Alabama
now.
sisters here. Y'all hook up on the outside of this channel because I don't want y'all to let everybody know where y'all from in Alabama. But y'all connect because when I
Yes.
figured that she was from Alabama and Beauty with T was from Alabama, I thought these sisters
Yes.
need to get together.
Yes.
Um, and I think you guys are going to be empowering one another
Yes.
in these YouTube streets as well.
I'm coming.
So Beauty with T is in the house. Who else am I missing here?
Beauty with T, let's definitely link up. Tooth, he signed you off to me. He
I'm
said,
sorry.
go for it. And I trust him. I trust his word. So I said, okay, when she get on here tonight, let me know so I can get up with her. So you have a
I'm so
genuine
glad she came.
person.
There was a one way
Yes.
or another I was going to connect y'all, whether it was going to be IG, whether she
Yeah.
walks up in here. So I'm so happy that she came in. So now y'all can connect. Look at, yes, Alabama girls.
Yes.
I love that. Y'all, I will find a connection. There's something spiritually between the two of you that I think that you guys will find it refreshing, and
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be a connection there. She's not into
Okay.
the food thing. She's not a foodie, but there's a way
Okay.
that you guys can connect with each other. Yes, we
Other
must
thing.
link up.
Yeah. Yes.
That she
Yes.
said. And Marcos
Okay.
eats is throwing me under the bus. Talking about I didn't know you were a crybaby. Tooth. I learned something every day. Marcos, you know I'm a crybaby. You need to stop. He'd be the first one. He'd be the first one to rub it in,
Mm-mm.
trying to throw a baby emoji up in the chat, y'all, because I'm a crybaby.
Look, if
So
we
let me ask
start
you.
to, if a tear start, I'm telling you, I'm not fighting it. I'm not holding. I'm letting it go.
I try my best not to fight it. Trust me. Earlier I was like this, wiping them so they don't come down the corner. Um, what? Let me. Here's a question about just about yourself. Now,
Okay.
what have you learned about yourself in the last few months that you've been doing this, coming back? What do you learn about yourself?
I've learned that I used to take just the bad and feel like I want to fix something that's need fixing. I always felt like I was a fixer of people or things or no matter what it was. I'm just gonna come and fix my channel and then I'm gonna, see what it. But I had to get out of that and I've learned that it's okay to not only worry about, don't try to fix everything. Just go with the flow. Don't worry about trying to see, well, I'm gonna do mine, but who else needs some help? Who else needs some? Well, what about? And then now I'm so in that mode, so I'm not doing what I need to do for myself. I've gotten
Right,
away from myself. So in doing it and coming back to it, I've learned that staying focused and helping where you can, but keep it
right,
moving along the way. That's
right.
okay. But enjoy it, do what you can, and don't get caught up in the unnecessary. Don't
Yes,
get caught up in it. Don't entertain it. If you see it going a little left, you go right and keep it moving.
right. I mean, you still can be helpful to people and still show your
Yeah,
heart and do what you got to do.
right.
But I definitely understand where you're coming from because you still have a focus, right? You still have your
Yes,
own life that you got to live. You got your own YouTube
yes,
channel you got to protect.
yes, yes.
Um,
But
don't
I
get
was at the point I would literally just not do what I'm supposed to do. And I would be like from one person to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. Like I would just get in a rabbit hole and it'll just trickle over. And that's just my heart because I
right.
just want to help everyone. And then I'll get back and my daughter will be like, hey, did you do what you're supposed to do today? And I'm like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And
When
then
your children are reminding you what you got to do, you know you put too much time into something, huh?
and yeah, so that I've learned to set limits. There you go. I've learned to set limits. That's what it is.
You have to set those boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Really, number one is for your safety, right? To really protect
Mm-hmm.
yourself. But number two really
Yeah.
is for self care,
Yeah.
because there's only so much that you can take from the outside. We have
Yes.
control to take what we want to take and what we don't want to take.
Mm-hmm.
But being that the giving heart that you are, you want to take everybody and try to embrace them and help to fix. But I've learned
Yeah.
because I'm the same way, a fixer. I've
Yeah.
always been all my life. That if I don't fix myself, how can I fix other people? So I need to be able to continue to fuel myself, to continue to put that,
Yes.
that love into my cup. Because if it's
Yes.
empty, what the hell I'm
Yes.
gonna do with myself? So
Yes.
I
Yes.
agree. I totally agree with you on
Yes.
that one. Uh,
Yeah.
Beauty with T is such a genuine person. I love her openness and wisdom. Vicky's World is saying.
Oh, I
So
can't
she's
wait to
signing
meet
off too.
her. I
Yeah,
can't wait
she's
to
signing.
meet her.
She's signing off too. Tooth, at least you don't ugly cry like me. Yes, I do ugly cry. I ugly cried one night. I was drunk one night and I was ugly crying. Oh Lord Jesus, I was ugly crying at
Two,
12 o'clock in the morning, y'all, on a
two,
live, y'all. Can you believe that?
two. Where
Uh,
was I? I'm usually with you in these lives. Where was I that
it
night?
was it was
Sleep.
late at night, and it was after I was on a show with Tasty. I was on her Tasty Mafia. I was on her live stream, and then we did the after party on my stream. But I had
Mm-hmm.
been drinking already, so your
Oh,
brother was
oh,
lit,
oh, oh. Okay.
and so we was on one, and I
Okay.
was getting
Okay.
I was getting way emotional, too emotional.
Yeah, that's okay. But they say, and I don't like to use the word drunk, but so I'm not saying this word disrespectfully, okay? But they
No, no,
say
no. I don't
a
take nothing.
drunk mind speaks a sober heart. And
Yes,
so you was having a genuine moment, an authentic moment of a feeling that you felt,
yes.
and that's okay. It happens, when I have me a few too many glasses of wine, I don't get drunk. I have a few too many glasses of wine. My husband be like, "Here we go. What you want to talk about? Here we go. That happened last year. What you feeling?" And I be like, "But I wasn't understanding. What did you mean? What did you mean?
you
Clarify it,
you bringing up
please."
oh shit that's been sitting in your heart for a
Oh,
minute.
yeah, yeah. I said, "No, I need to know. Tell me now, right now. Tell me that right now." It's like, go to bed, get some water. I'm like, "You gonna tell me tomorrow? I bet you tell me tomorrow."
Yeah, please tell me. Um, Ebony says, I recently met Lucy through our group, Mukbang Rebels. She's been nothing but
Hey,
amazing. Miss Newton's,
oh,
she did a great
thank
representation
you.
in talking about Mukbang Rebels and what your guys' goals are for
Yes.
your group. It's an amazing, like I said, it's such an amazing movement to be able to bring into the mukbang community something so
Thank you.
positive when right now there's a lot of negative stuff going on, but just to uplift the positive
Yeah.
that we do as people. So I want to give shout
Yeah.
out to you, Miss Newtons, for being part of that crew.
Hey, Miss
Sincerely,
Newton.
Lucy is in there, Miss Parchman's World is in there, and some other folks. Sister Fifi Tyson is in there, and of
Mm-hmm.
course to the person that has put this all together, Miss Tosh Time.
Touch
Much love
time.
to Tosh Time for doing that. What a beautiful, beautiful soul. Lucy, you have a
Yes.
beautiful spirit from MRTV.
Thank you. This is who I am. I don't put on the show. I can't do nothing fake but my hair and my nails.
That's it.
That's all. And my lashes sometimes. That's it.
Some sometimes the lashes, huh? J
Sometimes the
Dad.
lashes.
J Dad is saying hello to Miss Keitha. Miss Newton is laughing.
Hey,
Ciao.
everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all having a good time. Kick up your feet and relax. Wait, no. Pull up a seat. Kick up your
Pull up a
feet.
seat.
Pull up a seat. My husband said, hmm. I
Kick
messed
up
that
your
up.
feet
That's all
and
right.
kick up your feet. Oh wait, kick up the shoes and relax your feet. That's from who?
Who go?
Who
Who? You
sing it?
count that. Who?
Sing
Who
it.
sing it? Who?
Kick up your shoes and relax your feet. Party on
Party
down
all
to
down to
this.
the X K beat. Just
Hey, just
kick
kick
it.
it.
Just
Just
kick
kick
it.
it. Just
Just kick.
kick
I
it.
tell him to
Yeah.
kick off your shoes and relax your feet. They used to do
You
this
know,
dance right here. Party
you know,
on
we
down to the.
we aging ourselves, huh?
Yeah. But don't we look good?
We do look good. You
We
don't take
blessed.
that away.
That's a
Can't take that
blessing.
away.
That's a blessing.
It is a blessing. Jazz
Mm-hmm.
plus six is laughing at us. Ellen J is laughing at us. Beauty with T says, yes, for the fresh manicure and lashes. Okay, shoot.
Yes.
Girl,
Shoot.
we love you. Look at they bringing back SWV. It ain't SWV, girl. Where you?
That's
It's not
escape.
SWV. It's XK.
It's
Miss
escape.
Newtons.
Yo.
I know you younger than us, Miss Newtons. That's why. She said SWV, y'all. It's XK. I
Uh-huh.
remember I was jamming on their first album, y'all. I remember their first album. That was a hit.
Which one? What was on their first album?
Um,
Escape. What
uh,
song? Just a song.
it was who was on that
Oh,
first
they had
album?
some good ones.
Well, that was their
Was
first
that
song
on
on that
there?
album. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
We live for them. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
we
it. That
live.
was one. That was one.
No, but my favorite song was "You My Little Secret."
You're my little secret. Candace song on that one.
Yes, she
Yes, she
did.
did.
Miss Newton said, "Oh crap, hush." We really aging ourselves. Here's another question for you, though, Miss Lucy.
Okay.
On the on the flip side of what you learn about yourself, we often learn about other people, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
tell me about what you learned about just generally
Mm-hmm.
how folks are. Like what have you found the most intriguing about people, about others?
YouTube or in life? YouTube.
YouTube.
I found that people either gonna rock with you or they're not. And some people want that spotlight. And some people, they may feel like you're not their taste of medicine. They may feel like they just ain't feeling you. That's fine. That's fine. And then I feel like some people that just have your back, they are going to show you. They are going to go hard with you, not for you, but with you. They're going to be in the trenches if they can help you. If they see something, they're going to, hey, they don't have to put it out there, but they'll let you know in a way that, hey, you be mindful of this. Or, hey, I caught this, but just, and then that, I take that like, why they looking out for me? They have my best
Yes.
interests at heart. They didn't let me just fall by the wayside and not say nothing about that. Although someone could be saying something about that and I don't know. But
Right.
I realized that people, they're gonna rock with you or they're not. And you can't focus on the ones that's not. You're not gonna be for everyone. I'm not for
Yeah.
everyone. Chanel is not for everyone. Ford trucks ain't for everyone.
Right.
Sincerely, A.Lucy is not for everyone. But for those that I am, and I'm fine with it. And I learned that that's okay. You can't worry about who's not here, who you want to be
Yeah.
here. Just do you, boo.
Yeah, I totally
Mm-hmm.
agree with you. I think that's one thing that I've learned here is that you can, first of all, it's nearly impossible
Mm-hmm.
to help and support. I have 1,600 people. Thank you, God,
Mm-hmm.
for 1,600 folks on my channel. It's
Yes.
nearly impossible to touch each and every one of them, right?
Yes. Yes.
And but at the same time, there are folks that ride or die with you,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the folks that you kind of
They
work
can't
with and
go
protect.
unnoticed. Mm-hmm.
And it could, yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
you help each other. There's going to be a handful of people that you can be very blunt and honest with, in the
Mm-hmm.
back end to help them out, or
Yeah.
you get help from.
Yes.
So oftentimes I will go back to some friends and say, "Hey, how did that live stream go? What do you
Yeah.
think? What are your thoughts?"
Yeah.
I
Yes.
want some
Honest feedback.
honest, yeah, honest feedback
Mm-hmm.
that's going to
Mm-hmm.
improve me. And if there are
Mm-hmm.
things that I can make improvements on, give me that
Yes.
information. Rich
Yes.
Benares is really good at that. For me, I
Mm-hmm.
love that he can come in even in the chat to say, "Hey, look at this," or he'll give some
Mm-hmm.
really good feedback. Um,
Mm-hmm.
a couple of my other friends are like that on my channel that give me some honest feedback, just not to feed my ego. Oh, you did good too, but you could do this better.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yes. Yes.
Show me a
Yes.
way to improve. And so
I
what I've
love
learned
it.
from people is that there are some great people out there that have good intentions on
Mm-hmm.
trying to help you out, and are not out there trying to shade you. They're doing it on the
Right.
back end to give you
Mm-hmm.
some honest feedback, and I appreciate that,
Mm-hmm.
y'all. I appreciate folks that have come in
Yes.
and done that for me. So, and you get some ride or die friends, some really
You do.
close, loving friends too. So
Yes.
I want to recognize that there are a couple of folks that I just admire their hearts.
Yes.
And so MRTV is one of them. If you still hear sis, she is definitely one of those individuals that my heart just melts whenever I see her or talk to her or hear
Oh.
from her. She has that kind of soul about her that I just, she's such a positive person, and she loves to laugh. She loves to have a good old time. She's not about the tea. She's not about the drama.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yes.
doesn't get into any of that stuff. But
Yes.
I love her for that. I love her for being who she is. And so I just want to give a quick
Oh.
shout out to my sis, MRTV.
MRTV. Thank you for
If y'all
loving
don't know
on him that
MRTV,
way.
y'all better check
You,
out Miss MRTV. All right, let me make sure
yes.
I'm not missing out on any more of these things
And
over here. I love Lucy, such
I
an
love
amazing friend.
you.
Always shows love no matter what. She has so much love, gratitude, and wisdom
I
for
love
Miss
you. Who is that
Jackie.
too?
Miss
Thank you,
Jackie
Jackie.
Huff.
I have on my glasses. I'm trying to be cute too. He helped me. I got a whole screen right here, and I'm still like this. Who,
I could
baby? Who
barely see too.
said
I'm like
some?
this. I'm trying to, I'm blind. I just got a new prescription myself, and I'm barely trying to get these words out.
Oh, baby.
Uh,
Thank you.
Fooling with Fluffy's in the house. Beautiful Fooling with Fluffy, y'all, is in the house.
Hey,
We have the pleasure to
Fluffy.
have Miss Fooling with Fluffy here.
Hey, Fluffy.
Rich is for everyone. Rich 2020. Rich
Okay,
is a
Jazz.
fool.
Hey, Rich. Jazz,
Rich is a
Donnie.
fool. Oh my God, Rich is a fool. Okay,
I
who
want to
else am I missing?
read. I want to read.
Dead.
Chicken.
Put your glasses on, Lucy. Jazz plus six said.
Y'all leave me alone. Leave me alone.
She tried to pull a Michael Jackson. She talking about leave her alone, y'all.
Look.
Y'all, we in the presence of fluffing with fooling with Fluffy, y'all. She is first of all, she beautiful. Second of
Yes.
all, I love her spirit. I love the way that she be moving in these streets, y'all. She don't play.
Yes.
She's a good time. And she's straight up honest, and
Look, you took the
she will
words out my
let you.
mouth.
She will cut you with a knife, with a bread butter knife, with a shank, whatever it is. But I love her, y'all.
I love
Love, love,
Fluffy.
love her.
I be looking at Fluffy face. I be like, I'm gonna sit right here and say, hey, girl. I'm not. One time I had to tell Fluffy one night we was having our little night chat, tooth. And I
Mm-hmm.
said something to Fluffy. I can't remember the next day. I said, no, I said, I didn't know who you was. And the next day I told her, girl, I knew who you was.
If
I had
y'all
too
don't
many
know fooling
glasses
with
of
Fluffy,
wine.
everybody
Just
know fooling with
she
Fluffy.
said, I'm not doing this with you today. I said, okay, Fluffy, love you, girl. Bye, I'm out. You ain't finna cuss me
You don't
out.
play with fooling with
Bye.
Fluffy, y'all. The first time I seen her when she was in Cabo San Lucas, she went live. Yo, she was lit. That whole vacation, I must have came in maybe her second day she was there. Girl was lit. I was like, dang, she's having a good old time. But I love the honesty of who she is. You know,
I do.
you can't tell nobody. You know, the honesty of what I love the most is the honesty of a person shining through on a screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't hate nobody for that. In
Yeah.
fact, I love you even more when you have that honesty on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Baby Cabo, yes, boo. I'm going to Cabo too. My ass is gonna be there on on. I'm gonna be there. When are we gonna be there, babe? April 1st.
Oh, I want to go. It's not an
We
April
going
Fool's joke.
we
He
going
said,
on a 7 day cruise, so we gonna be in Cabo
"Oh,
acting a fool.
y'all gonna
Cabo
have
is where it's at.
fun. Y'all gonna have fun."
I
I gotta
dang, I
plan us a
looked
trip.
dang, I looked away for a minute and Fluffy's cutting folks.
Oh, Fluffy cut. No, let me duck.
She cutting up.
Let me duck, Fluffy. Let me listen. Throw your knife the other way. I don't fight no more.
Now let me ask you, being living in Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
obviously Alabama is not a big state, but there's some urban communities and there's some rural communities out in
Uh-huh.
Alabama. No, I'm saying not urban as in black urban. I'm saying urban as
No,
in
no,
populated urban
no.
cities.
Mm-hmm,
There's both.
mm-hmm.
What is it like living in a state that has that kind of diversity? With rural
Oh,
and urban mix in the South. I've always
it
wondered. I've never been. So the only place I've been is in Atlanta
really.
Airport,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been to San Antonio,
Mm-hmm.
and Miami to catch a flight to Punta Cana. So I've
Oh
never been
wow,
to
never.
actually go into any states within the South. So tell me more about living in Alabama.
Living in Alabama is not a dream come true. Let me tell y'all that it's not a dream come true. I'm gonna stop right there. But living here is it will test you in a lot of ways. It will test you as a person. It will test you on the type of person that you are and that you become.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. I'm not gonna say as much, but when diversity comes, it happens fast and it happens and they stick with it a long time. And it
Okay.
takes a while to get things back together, but it doesn't just hit one area, it hits the entire state when something does happen. But I believe, and I'm going to say this because I've been here all my life,
Mm-hmm.
when things do happen and they try to pull us apart, when it's time to come together, we come
Y'all come
together
together.
like no other, no matter what your background is, no matter what income you have or don't have, or the middle class, the upper class, the lower class comes together in the way that we love on each other and help and support. There was this baby that got kidnapped and killed, Cupcake
Wow.
McKinley. And when I tell you this state came together for that little
Wow.
baby, everywhere it was amazing. It was so amazing. So I love the state that I come from, that I
Mm-hmm.
live in. Even at the times that kind of like can get divided with, I'm just be organic. It could be
Sure.
race division at times. That's what I feel like. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of race division here. But
Yeah.
then something will happen. and it'll bring us back together. And it's just like, it's something that we just can't put behind us, but it just happens. But then we stick together when we have to stick together,
Yep.
and I love it. It's a fun place to live. We do a lot. There's a lot of things to do here, and I believe that people that has never been here or hear stories about this place. It's about, you know things from the past. It's not like that here, y'all. We're not out here checking and driving. It ain't like
Right.
that at all.
Right.
We live just like everyone else does. We live normal. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking over our shoulders or nothing like that. We like, looking at me, you would be like, oh, she would have been to move. Yes, I would have, because I'm not her. But it's an amazing place to live. And there is not, I'm going to say there's not a lot of opportunity, but you have to be a go getter. If you're going to live
Yeah.
here, you have to be a grinder. You have to know that you want it. And you have to know how to network. And you have to know people. And you can't leave a bad taste in people's mouth, because this place is big, but it's small.
Right.
People
People know each
know
other.
people. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you, you can meet someone that you've never laid eyes on, but someone, they're going to figure out who you are and where you're from, and that's how they're going to move with you. They'll get to know you, but they'll eventually figure out who you are. So that's even with me. When I network with people, or people come to me, they're like, Avis. Or if I send someone to someone, they're like, okay, I know you from her, or she sent me to you. That's just how people
Right.
work here.
Right.
You know,
It's
they
word
want
of
to
mouth,
know.
and the person you
It's
trust who's
word of
saying it,
mouth. Yeah.
and the person you trust who's saying it.
So that's why I love to network. I love to network here. I do. But it's a great place. It's what you make of it. That's what I want to
Right.
say. It's what you
Right.
make of it. If you're around people that's doing grimy stuff, then that's what you're gonna be engulfed in.
Right.
And people are gonna hold you. They're gonna keep pulling you back into this stuff, because it's big, but it's small. I just have to keep saying that.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be the type of person that's handling your business on your stuff, then people watch here. People watch. They watch and they put you in categories with people. And even if you out linking with someone and they know that there's something about you, and this is crazy thing, and I'm like, how do this person even know that about this person? Or why they let that go? And they're like, girl, because and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. But that's just, it's
They
big here,
associate you with
but
the
it's
person.
small.
Wow.
So
So
I don't,
you could be guilt by association just knowing somebody.
yeah. You have to
Wow.
like, you have to be mindful here of how you move. You really do.
Right.
And a lot of times, most of the times, people that know me, I move by myself. If I'm not with one of my sisters, I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I network with people, but if I'm handling business with you, that's business. But I'm not, and I don't hang out anymore, whatever. But if I'm like going out, I don't. I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know
Yeah.
some history about it because, we all have misconceptions about what California is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And
Yes.
California is, so large, and we have Southern California, which is a different monster. You have Northern
Yeah.
California, which is a different monster, and you have the Central Valley, where I live.
Yes.
We're the armpit of California. We're nothing
Mm-hmm.
like San Francisco, and we're certainly nothing
Mm-hmm.
like Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
in Southern California. So
Yeah.
I always ask that question of people that live in different states, or I try to get to
Yeah.
know people from different states. Like Layla and
Yeah.
Becky, they're from Montana. I'm like, what the hell is in Montana? So
Oh
our
wow.
brother want to know, what y'all do in
Yes.
Montana.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so it was interesting to hear more, stuff about
Yeah.
Alabama from that perspective. Is you still got to live your own
Yeah.
life, you still got to
Yes.
do what you got to do, you still got to hustle
Yes.
and grind. But this is
Yeah.
what Alabama is all about. We come together when we need to come together, and
It's a
so
lot of
I
history here, but it's
yes,
it's it's necessary to have that history here. But at the same time, when it's time to come together, they pull together around here. I can say
yeah,
that. I
yeah.
can. Mm-hmm.
I love that. One second, really quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just check something here.
Give me a napkin, babe. You got a napkin. This light is on me, and I'm shining bright
Are you
now.
shining?
I feel like I am. I
Kicking it
got
with
these.
Ben is in the house. What's up, kicking it with
Hey,
Ben? What's going on?
welcome.
Shaggy
Hey.
Villain is in the house. I've never seen y'all before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all being here. Um, word of mouth, yes. Word of mouth is important, especially in the business side of things, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Networking is great. Stay away from people who deal and allow drama. You
Babe,
are
you
no
bringing the
different.
light closer to me. I,
Pe-
I'm sweating. I want a napkin,
People pay
please.
attention. Definitely, yes.
Sorry.
Beauty. No problem. Um, I'm just kind of going through the chat to make sure.
Yes, yes, yes.
Same here. I'm in a small city. All right, so we're getting into that hour and a half mark. I want to
It's been an
make
hour and a
sure.
half. Don't
Yeah, girl,
leave
can you believe that?
me. You trying to watch the game?
The
No,
game
I'm
is
having
about to start,
fun.
but I will give some time because I want to make sure that people, if anyone has any questions for you, Miss Lucy, I
Yes.
want to make sure that people are getting that those questions out to you. So if anyone has any questions, we are also going to be doing a raid here shortly, too, guys.
Thanks,
Um,
babe.
because our sis is on live. Miss Virgo Queen T is on live doing a talk show as well with
Oh, we
Tommy
gotta check
Bites.
her out.
So we are going to go head over there in just a little bit, y'all. Make sure that we are
Yes.
supporting everyone
Yes.
that we can. The other day, I know that Virgo was saying that she had went live and she brought someone on, and I said, keep doing it, sis, because you know what?
Really?
Every place that you can go to have some exposure on other people's channels is a different community,
That's
and
right.
so it's not my show, y'all. So
Yeah.
I don't own a talk show like this. Everyone can go anywhere they want to go, and I encourage
Yes.
people, if they have the willpower to do a show, do a show. So
Oh,
for Virgo, I am proud of her. I'm glad that she's doing it. I told her
yes.
keep on doing it. She has the spirit for it. She's gonna be doing it
Mm-hmm.
differently than I would be doing it. So
Yeah.
I want to make sure that we support her as well. So we are going to be heading over there in just a little bit. But let me say
Yes.
first and foremost, thank you, Miss Lucy, for coming on board to do the show with us
Thank
tonight.
you for
We
having
had
me.
we had near records tonight in the beginning where we had up to
Woo-hoo.
38, 39 folks come in here and chill with us for a little bit, which I am so
Yeah.
thank. I think the highest we had was 44 people with my three and me months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and we haven't hit those numbers in a while. But it's not about the numbers; it's about the people that are here to meet you.
Yes.
If you guys have not checked out Miss Lucy, make sure you guys are checking her out as well. Nightbot just
Yes.
put it up there to say to check out her channel, and if you
Thanks,
missed it,
Nightbot. I'm
thank you,
giving Nightbot a
Nightbot.
kiss.
Yeah, give Nightbot a kiss
Mwah.
because he's doing some work. Because
He
sometimes
on it.
he don't be doing work for me. We can go to also go to the description page as well, guys, because there you'll also see her channel as well. We are in episode 25. I cannot believe it.
20.
Episode 25 of season one of this show. So starting next month is going to be season two of the show, and we're gonna go back to episode one, and it's gonna be season two. So that's gonna be good stuff. I'm gonna try my best to kind of change things around, so you'll see new thumbnails. Try to make new thumbnails,
Mm-hmm.
formats and things like that. So I appreciate y'all being here, Miss Lucy. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you, my love, for
me.
being here. I see that someone from Facebook just thumbs up the live because this is multi or also streaming on Facebook as well on the
Oh,
Tooth
hey,
Mukbanger
Facebook.
Facebook.
Hey, Facebook. I be seeing Facebook be messy. Hey,
I know.
Facebook. I love Facebook
So
though.
this is not on my personal Facebook. This is on the Tooth Mukbanger Facebook. So
Okay, business. Gotcha.
it's business.
Mm-hmm.
We have about I think 100 followers there so far. So that's great that we're getting that started. That just started a few days ago.
Oh,
So
that's
people there
good.
are watching. I really really appreciate that.
Hi, Facebook.
Everybody's saying hello. So awesome. Dining with Zion is giving some hearts. Ooh, I can't wait.
Mm.
Yeah, so some new stuff. Lele, is Lele still up in the house? Where's she at? They watching the game because they finna
Nice.
lose. Let me throw that out there. 49ers and Stank Hawks finna play, and Beauty with T. Where's Beauty with T? What did Beauty with T say? Here she
There she
said,
go,
"Oh,
Tooth. You know I love you. My housewife's on and I'm here, child. You family for
you
real.
family too for real." That's my cousin, cousin Twana. Wow.
Hey,
Okay, Facebook.
cousin. Hey, cousin Tawana.
Oh Lord, do you always do that? Do you always do what? What do we do? Pretty as a peach. What do I do, Peach?
Oh, Lordy, oh, Lordy. What she did.
Hey, Beauty with T. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Thank y'all so much. I don't see any more questions, but I love you, Lucy. Thanks again
I
for
love
being
you
on our
too.
show.
Thanks
And
for having me.
more power to you on your channel. We will be there in the background, rooting you on, supporting you. And definitely thank you for the light on the Mukbang Rebels. I think that is, again, I'm going to shed that light and make sure that
Yes.
we are bringing that up to folks as well. To make sure that
Thank
people
you.
are aware of that movement. I think it's a great movement, and that's going to hold me accountable to what I got to do for myself because your brother got to lose some weight and
You got this.
get his sugar right
You got
because it's
it.
been out of control the last few weeks since Thanksgiving. So we got to get it
Oh,
right.
you got it.
We got
Well,
to
I
get
want
it
to
right.
say thank you so much for the opportunity. I thank you for the time. I thank you for being such a great host. I thank you for just, getting to know me organically and for who I am. And to let you know that I love your channel. I enjoy it. I
Thank you,
watch it.
boo.
And I love that name and the story that you told about that name. I love it. Tell your mama I said Mother of the Year, the decade, the
She knocked my tooth
century,
out, yeah.
a reminder. But I love that. That's so genius. And I just want to tell you that I pray that God breathe a, a breath on your channel
Oh, thank you,
that
love.
guides you in a way that only He can imagine, that you can't even imagine, and that your channel grows in the way that God sees fit. And I send you blessings and love to you and your family. And I thank
Thank
you
you.
and I thank them for allowing you, not allowing you, but just being there to support you and well, allowing you to be just who you are for us, to
Oh, thank you, Miss
appreciate it
Lucy.
in the way that we need to. I send you blessings and positivity your way to your channel and to your people that follow you, that your subscribers. I'm a subscriber to y'all, so I'm talking to me as well. Let's keep pushing him. Let's keep supporting him. Let's keep riding with him. We got
Oh,
him and he got this.
thank
We're
you,
a
Miss Lucy.
family. We're a team.
This
Let's
is my show.
grow.
This is my show. You better stop uplifting me.
Uh,
Let me uplift you, sis, because
I
y'all,
love
if
an interview.
you love an interview, okay, y'all, you hear that? Anybody else want to interview my sister on a different channel, Beauty with T? You better interview Alabama sister.
Or
Uh,
I interview you. You know
or you
me.
can interview Beauty with T. Any one
Yes.
of those. But I
Yes.
appreciate y'all being here. I did just put up the link for Virgo Queen T. We are going to do a two parade over to Virgo Queen T, y'all. So make sure y'all check that out. We will see you guys on the
See.
next one. I'm planning on doing something on the second, but who knows? It is New Year's. Hang around there for just a second there, Miss Lucy. I'm just going to put the closing on here really quick, and
Okay.
I'll bring you on back to kind of wrap things up on our end, okay?
Okay.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
See y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
49ers finna win them Stankhawks in just a minute.